Hey vendors, Taco here. This is a quick video to show you how to add products to your shop. Once you sign in, you're going to land on your dashboard page. It's going to look like this. You can either add products straight from this page, or you can click over and add products from this page. Click on the Add Product button, and it'll give you all of your options. So I'm just going to run through a quick product. Type in a name. You can do the full product description or a short product description. So the short product description will be shown towards the top of the page to the right of the image. The full product description shows towards the bottom of the page, so customers will most likely have to scroll below your image to read the full product description. If you have a really long product description, it'd be best to enter that in the full description because there's a little bit more space. But if it's just a short little description, we tend to do the short option because it's right next to the image and it's easy for customers to see. But that's obviously totally up to you. Once you've entered in the short description, you can choose which category it would be under, and obviously skip these two options. That's for Bout Betties shop, but anything else is free game. You can choose any of those, and if you don't see something that you need to help categorize your product, shoot us an email. We're definitely here to help. We can make any changes that that you need so that it better helps describe your product. You can type in any tags that you'd like. Once you type in a tag, it'll you click on it and it'll add it in right there. Well, I'll leave that. So, featured image. This is the main image that's going to show up once somebody clicks on your product. The gallery is going to be any other photos that you want to help portray your product. It'll go underneath the main image so that they can scroll through and see other images. So I'm going to click on Set Image, and I've got just one on my desktop. You can drag it from your desktop and just drop it in, or you can click the Select Files option and it'll allow you to go that route. It's just easier for me to drag and drop. So once you've uploaded it, you can see the information. You can change the title if you want. Or if you don't have any changes, you can click Set Product right away. We ask that you shoot for a 500 by 500 image. That's a nice enough size so that the customer can see the item without it taking up so much storage on the back end to make the website run slower, basically. If everybody can shoot to have around 500 by 500, it'll help the website continue to run smoothly. If you ever upload the wrong image or just don't like that image, you can click Delete Permanently and it'll delete it off of the system. If you, let's say this product, you accidentally uploaded the wrong product, you can delete permanently and then upload the correct one. But just make sure that it's a different name, because if you named it the exact same thing, the system will sometimes think that it's the same image and it will upload, it'll still keep the old image, if that makes sense. Even though you click delete permanently, I'm not sure why it does that, but just to avoid it, just add like 01 to the end or whatever, just change the whole name. I'm not that computer internet savvy, whatever. So I don't know why it will do that sometimes. But yeah, just try to change the name if you have to re-upload the same or a similar image. So I'm going to click Set Product, and that is going to be your main image that they see for your listing. Excuse me. And then the gallery images, you can click on that, and I'm just going to upload a random image off of my desktop. So that, let's say that's your a second image, maybe an on white or a lifestyle image of your product. People like to see different angles and stuff like that. So you can upload, it should be up to 2 or 3 in the gallery. But yeah, add that. And then you can scroll down and you can choose between a simple product and a variable product. You shouldn't really need grouped or external / affiliate product. Those are for things we actually don't offer. So just use the simple product option or a variable product option. And let's say a simple product would be something that doesn't have any variations, like no sizes, it just comes in one option and that's it. So you just choose a simple product. If you want to use SKUs for each of your products, you can enter it here. You can type in the price, let's say it's $5. If you want to mark it on sale for a certain amount of time, you can type in a lower amount. You can use the, that's just the default, the tax status is just the default, is taxable, and then standard, those just can be defaults. And then you can scroll over to the inventory. If you want to manage stock, which is a pretty good idea to do just so you're not selling stuff that you don't actually have in stock, you can click Manage Stock. Say I have 10 of those. If you want to allow back orders, that is this section. It defaults to Do Not Allow. So if you don't want somebody to buy something that you don't actually have to immediately send, you just leave it as Do Not Allow. But if you want to allow, but it will let the customer know, then you can click that, or just allow without letting the customer know. Pretty self-explanatory. Leave it as Do Not Allow. And then if it's in stock or out of stock. And sold individually is basically if you only want to allow somebody to buy 1 per order. So they can't buy 100 of them. If you're like, I think that's good for if you're running a sale and you don't want somebody to wipe out your inventory, you can just click sold individually and it'll only allow them to buy 1 of those items. You can click over to shipping. We ran over shipping in the settings section, or the settings video. So unless this specific product needs to be different from the rest of your products, you can just leave this blank because it'll default to whatever is in your settings already. If you didn't put anything in your specific shop settings, it'll then default to Bout Betties settings. So if this specific product is different for whatever reason and you actually need to change it, you can do these specific to that product. Linked products, and then attributes is going to be only used for a variable product. So if it's still just a simple product, once you finish with your inventory, you can pretty much just click Add Product and you're done, and it's added it. We can run through all of these again for a second product, do all the same stuff, but it would be for a variable product. That is basically for anything with like a size or a color variation. Enter all the same stuff. You run through the same general inventory, shipping if you need to change the shipping information. But the only difference is you're going to go a little bit deeper into the description of your product. So we're going to select an attribute. And again, if you don't see something that is needed for your specific product, shoot us an email and we can get that added. So if it needs to be a specific bottom size, color, pattern, scent, if it's just a generic, like general size, you can choose that option, or top size. I'm going to click size and click add, which will allow this option to come up. It's going to be visible on your product page, and you need to click used for variations. So once you've clicked on the size, these are all the different options that are already set in the system. If you don't see anything you need, you can let us know, but I think we have a pretty good range of items. But yeah, shoot us an email if you don't see what you need. So let's say this is a plus size item. You can enter that. If there's something out, if there's another option, if there's small, medium, large, you can choose all of the different variations that you need that will describe that product. Once you've selected all of those, click over to variations, you can do add variation, which adds one specific variation that you can then modify, or you can click create variations from all attributes. That will basically create a variation for each of these specific items. So I'm going to do create variations from all attributes. It'll give you this drop down basically to double check if that's what you want to do. Click OK. It'll let you know that you're making 4 variations, and then it will automatically add all of those right there. You can then edit each of those specific variations. So these options up here just let you do quick changes to everything. So let's say you needed to toggle or change the status of it. You can toggle enabled. Let's say you need to change change the width, which I don't know why it's spelled like that, but enter, let's say the width is 10 inches. That will make sure that's changed. If you need to change the weight, it runs in ounces, so you can click, let's say it's 5 ounces. Click OK. If all of the prices are the exact same, you can click on that and say it's all going to be $20. Of course, if one specific one isn't $20, or if they are different prices, you can manually go in and click on each individual one. And here you can see that the regular price is 20. We said that the weight is 5 and that the dimension is 10. That's the one that we entered. Shipping class and tax class, it's just going to default to same as parent because that's what your store settings are. And then you can click on the image right there and choose another image. Let's say it's for a necklace and you want to do, and each of these are different color variations. So of course you want to be able to add the red option right here. And then let's say this one's the blue option and you want to add that image. Once you've added the different images to each of these variations, when a customer goes to your shop and they click on the red option, it's going to automatically pop up the red picture so that they can see, oh, that's the color red or whatever. So yeah, if you're selling downloadable products, you can set the download limit and when it expires there. And then for your inventory, you can toggle manage stock. So each of these are now with the manage stock option is clicked. And then if you want to say that you have, if they're all the same number of items in stock, you can say there's 80 in stock. So now each of these will show that there's 80 in stock. And then you click, if you're not done, you can click Save Draft and come back to it later. But if you're done, you click Add Product. I didn't add all of this information in, so it's prompting me to make sure to type that in. And that's pretty much it. You will be able to see all of your products once you click onto the product page. I didn't save that second one, so it only saved the first one technically. So it's going to show it right here. And that's it. If you guys have any more questions or want me to do another video, just let me know. Bye guys.